Now we'll just try not to die in the woods, alright? Sounds like a good time. It's those cragsmen, a scout cries out. That's who's tracking us. The woman is limping, a rough-hewn arrow jutting from her leg. Horns blow from the front and back of the caravan, 2 attacks at once. Hakon's shieldmaster, Mogr, overhears this and says, "Wolves of the north hunt like this. You just pull in and protect all sides until they make a mistake. Then you make it costly for them." He shrugs. You move a bit slower, though. That seems like a smart thing to do. And much like Yrsa being here, the fact that there's these characters around who I feel like could have died or left the party by now. I mean, I could have left. I could have sent Ludin's party away, which would have been Ludin and Bersi and Yrsa. I don't know if they would have somehow rejoined the party in the meantime. That's part of the story or not, but I believe you could have gotten rid of them completely. And similarly, I don't know if Mogr could be dead by now. So whenever random characters like that speak up, I tend to heed what they say, unless they're crazy like Ekkel, who's kind of not the most reliable. But now that he's saying that, I think I want to take his advice. So we are going to slow down and tighten the ranks, because I don't want to only attack people in front or back. I don't want to split the force. Let's just be careful. It's a game of patience now, the Varl says. If they stick with us, they'll expose themselves and we'll hit them hard. So we'll lose some supplies by moving slower through the village. I mean, through the forest. But we're taking the Alet's young and not good at this, so it's good to take the advice of a tactician that's been around for hundreds of years and has strategies for these kinds of situations. It looks like we've made it to this little tent over here, so I guess that we made it there for now. You duck under more branches and suddenly find yourself in the clearing of a proper village. The few people you see tend to scatter as you approach, and only the water and birds make any noise. Finally, a man approaches in a robe so badly torn it borders on embarrassing. His arms are covered in scratches, which are freely bleeding. Welcome, friends. We don't get many visitors here, but welcome. Welcome. Where is everyone? Here and there. Some are working in the forest. Others are just shy. They'll warm up to you. We won't be here for long. The man only smiles. Please, make yourself at home. We have good food and strong drink. Enough for everyone. The man begins walking away. Wait, what's your name? He smiles again. We have no names here. We simply are. With that, he shuffles away around the building. Creepy. I'm gonna say let's not stay here. There's a creepy sort of spore in the air, maybe ash or something. Everyone kind of flees as you approach. Also, it's just a village, and we are a force of like 600 people. So the idea that they genuinely have food for us is kind of crazy, because no one ever has food for us. He's covered in scratches, and he's all nasty and messed up looking. It seems like this place reminds me of the place I ran away from in Banner Saga 1 near the end, where it just seemed like a big old pile of just starving people that are probably going to take advantage of me if we stick around. Assuming it's just that, just people who are going to take advantage and not people who are, I don't know, part of some crazy spore disease, because the stuff in the air is freaking me out. I'm thinking about Rachni and stuff like that. If there's thinking that there might be something going on here. Can't afford to visit the market right now. No renown in general to spend anywhere. I'm leaving. We just have no reason to be here in general besides to waste time trying to rest, which we could easily do outside of a town too. So onwards we go, trying not to die horribly in the forest, as you do. A woman hauls a young girl in front of you, and a crowd of others. Caught her stealing enough food to feed a starving Varl, the woman says. Not the first time I've seen her at it either. The girl looks familiar. She's part of the thin group of humans you picked up on the trail. Why were you stealing? Never know when you'll get rid of us, the girl says. People always get rid of us. Her mother bursts through the crowd. Stupid girl, these people were good to us. She says, but it's too late. Drifters, come the angry shouts from the clansmen. Drifters are people without a banner. They are blamed for all sorts of woes, mostly undeserved, so they're the equivalent of gypsies, basically. Well, actually, the equivalent of drifters, because that's the word we use too. The Varl and clansmen alike run them off before you can make sense of it all, but you are left wondering what will become of them. Oh. I didn't even get to do anything about it, it just happened. They got kicked out for stealing. Dang it! They didn't have to steal! Like, we don't kick people out. It works out fine. Well, except for when you die on a horrible earth bridge, so... I mean... It could easily be a death sentence a month from now, joining this group, but we don't do it. The previous strange village has everyone on edge. Frequent backward glances to see if the caravan is being followed result in a lack of attention to what is ahead. A brief rustle of leaves and sounds of saplings cracking are the only warning before bears and their cragsman masters attack. Well, time for a fight. I'm not doing an entire horse group set. Let's see. Oddleaf, Avend, Hakon's in here. Who am I missing? Skyhack. Yes. Get to my usual turn order. Eric near the beginning makes sense. Yeah, I think this will be my go-to group for a little bit. Until someone gets wounded or something, at least. Let's go fight some bears. Those aren't bears. You lied to me. They're just some dummies with bows and stuff. They're humans, so they're probably gonna be pretty easy. They're doing a really good job, by the way, at adding variety to this game. We keep going to new environments that look totally different from the previous environments. We keep fighting different enemies. There's so many different factions and stuff. We're not just fighting 500 goddamn dredge all the time, which, to be fair, they added variety to the types of dredge that we would fought, but not much beyond that point. So they have Rain of Arrows, Slag and Burn. Alright, so Slag and Burn is a good reason to not group up too much. Because if I group up too much, then they're just going to AoE our party. But if I don't group up at all, then we won't be able to lure them at all. And abilities like Overwatch and Rain of Arrows are really good for when they actually group up. Yeah. I think I'll start off grouped up regardless. And we'll spread out quickly. Most of them are ranged, so you don't have to worry too much about your front line and defending the archers the way you usually do. You just have to worry about defending anyone because everyone's gonna get attacked sooner or later. We'll send Alette off in a corner. Everyone come get me. Oopsie. I just noticed that Alette, she has 12 freaking will. That's fantastic. It's kind of crazy thinking how big that pool got where she could just keep firing away at people. Like that. So she'll probably take a hit here. Oh, half of her strength. That's not a good start. That's gonna kill her Overwatch effectiveness for a while. Let's throw a bear in there as a distraction. Here's a bear. Aha! Fear my range. Oh, how dare you charge that bear. The bear looks so not happy with that whole situation. It's great. Alright. Let's go into mauling. I'm gonna maul you guys. Oh no! I didn't think about that. You have to actively think about what direction you're facing with maul or it doesn't work. I'll go for this archer then. Take out that strength before they do any proper damage. Oh, she's even next. And that was a weird use of your AoE. You mostly hit your teammates. Can't say I agree with your thought process. Let's see here. It might be in range. Oh yeah, Rain of Arrows right there. Let's just throw it in there. She'll probably move one step forward, right? That'll be satisfying. Do some real damage. Overwatch continues. I put her in a pretty vulnerable position where I would have expected her to be in some danger, but she seems to be taking it pretty well, where she's not really getting hit much. I did not think this through very well. I did Rain of Arrows, but Hakon has no one to fight. And standing around seems silly. So I think I'm going to go for it anyway. Maybe someone else will walk into that. Or maybe it'll be a waste. Oh well. Probably should have done sundering hits so that it would bounce. Either way, the bear, like usual, really has people's attention. Trample has a range of 2, just reminding myself of that. So if I want to do that, we have to start here. So it's a fun attack. And they're down. How's that feel? Their entire force is getting worn down pretty quickly. The toughest character, I believe, right now is that that 9, basically. They don't have a ton going on. My bear still has more. They've been all attacking the bear, but he still has more strength than anyone else in their party. Ooh. Lightning is tempting here. Lightning is very tempting here. 1, 2, 3. It would bounce. So if I start the lightning on my teammate, he will take the least damage, and then it'll bounce through almost their entire army. So it's probably worth it, even though it's kind of horrible to shoot your own teammates. Oh, you can't shoot your own teammates? No! Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Alright, fine. I'll mend the bear. Seriously, mend on a bear is super powerful because they have to take that strength damage, that armor damage before they can take proper strength damage, so it's pretty effective. Alette has no real reason to do anything besides just stay right here in Overwatch, really. It's worked so well last turn. But yeah, that would have been a fantastic chain of lightning that would have gone through their entire party, but I failed to account for not being able to shoot my teammate on purpose. So I should have moved 1 square further to shoot the enemy. But you can't, as far as I can tell, you can't take back your movement orders after you do them, so you're pretty SOL at that point. Let's see. I have 8 strength, so if someone has sufficiently low armor, I can do some real damage. But we haven't damaged a single person's armor in the entire enemy force, so that's not happening. Anyone have really low willpower? Not really. I was gonna give someone willpower, but no one's really low besides Stone Grinder, who can't really get much willpower in the first place. Three exertion means I could do bonus damage against this character, though. Alright. Come on. I need to break armor to avoid deflections, so we did not win the dice roll that time. Oh. Ooh. Alette blocked it, that's lucky. That is lucky. Unfortunately, I can't really rotate this awkward character to face the characters I want them to face. So I would love them to face this character. I want to maul these two, but I can't really face them at the same time properly. 60%. Is the bear's armor really that low? Oh no, it's just because that guy has 15 armor. It's not about the low strength on the bear. We'll take out one of the smaller units then, with their pesky ranged attacks. That caused me so much grief. Hey. Not appreciated. Alright, well, Oddleaf's trap was wasted. I did not... I really poorly planned where I was going to use it. And all these characters have agonizingly high armor, which is kind of the opposite of where I'm effective as this character. Yep. I think I'm going to take another gamble here. Gonna have to move forward a bit. I think I'm going to use Oddleaf as bait for her own attack and hope somebody goes after her. Because otherwise I'll be doing really minimal damage to somebody's strength and potentially getting deflected anyway. Ow. Eric in pain. Eric pain hard. Hey, buddy. Did you forget about the Varl? Oh, here it comes. So I'll admit, I should have used willpower on that attack with the Varl to actually finish that guy. I made the mistake of just thinking, oh, my Varl's still at full strength, I'll take him down. I keep blanking on the fact that these guys have full armor because I'm not attacking it. Because I'm so used to fights where taking out their armor is the only way to proceed. So me leaving their armor intact is actually causing me problems. Not because it makes me have a disadvantage, but because my brain is forgetting that that happened. It's like, oh yeah, armor. I'm hurting them, but leaving their armor up. Why would I do that? Oh yeah, because wasting turns taking out their armor doesn't really make sense this time. All right, we do serious damage to these two, but it would also hurt Oddleaf. Otherwise, we can heal somebody's armor, which. Yep, the enemies are equally not attacking my armor. No one, we're just all ignoring everyone's armor in this fight. That's kind of amusing. That's kind of amusing. I mean, their units have a 1, a 4, and 2 6s. So if I did use lightning, we would nullify the only remaining threat, really. Sorry, Oddleaf. You'll survive. Because they're a 1 and a 2, so what are they going to do to you? If any of them move, they get overwatched. Speaking of overwatch, let's go ahead and bait them into that by not standing directly next to them anymore. Yep, they're dead. They're both absolutely dead. Bye! Go ahead and move, I dare you. Bear angry hard. Bear maul now. Yum. The bear's fantastic. Alright. Hakon's next, so it doesn't make sense to attack the other character. Oh! That's a low chance. Oh well. Let's take it anyway. Nope. Wait, what? What happened to Overwatch? Why did that not trigger an Overwatch? I don't think I understand what the rule was there. Weird. Anyway, clunk. Either way, we should be able to get through this fight without anyone going down. A nice, healthy success. With no injuries. But yeah, I'm not sure why that didn't trigger Overwatch. That was weird. There we go. Scott Hawk's up for a promotion. Rude. I could lightning, but it would hurt my teammate. Oh well. Sorry, teammates. I'm bad for you. I am bad for you. Actually, let's try this new ability that I don't know what it looks like yet. The stones. Let's see. Oh, I only get to pull up 1 stone, so it's only going to do 1 damage, so it's not going to beat them, but I just want to see it. So that's what it looks like. That's my new ability. Is I pull a weird crystal out of the ground, which I can't even properly see. There we go. If I highlight over here, I can see it. So yeah, it's got like a weird gray-purple crystal, basically. Let's go shoot this lady in the face. Oh, low success chance. Still, she's not going to outlive everybody. Or that turn, apparently. Cool. Scott Hawk's up to a promotion. And we got a big old pile of renown. And no injuries. So, you know, victory all around. A wounded cragsman pushes himself back against the base of a tree, looking like a cornered beast as you approach. We was just trying to feed ourselves, he said. Bogs are all cracked and drained. Man can't find a new place to live without... He lunges for you with a crude blade, but Oddleaf pierces him with an arrow, and Ivor finishes him with a quick swing of his axe. You thank them, and everyone moves on. And he's instantly forgotten. Take that, your death. But the situation...
Gader's godstone is in the shadows ahead. His guidance would be a welcome gift.
What happened back there is pretty noteworthy, because the earthquake split the bog and drained it. More and more Godstone songs. But yeah, back there, the implication there is that the earthquakes with the Serpent, or that may or may not have to do with the Serpent, or just something that happening in parallel with the Serpent, perhaps, would have drained the bog by splitting it, and all the water escapes, and then their ecosystem's just gone, and so they need to move, and they're hunting us now, probably because we pissed them off, so we're made ourselves a good option, a good target. The site of Girader's Godstone in the center of the old wood surprises almost everyone. The Eastway Road surely minimized the Godstone's visitors, allowing lichens and ivies to encase it. Still, the surrounding area appears accommodating, except for the rather new and impassable rift in the ground just beyond the stone, and already your clansmen are slopping off their packs. Consider what to do. Always talk about it. Discuss the broken ground with Juno and Avend. You find the two menders at the edge of the rift, peering into the depths. Their hushed tones indicate a private, if not heated, debate. Avend turns to storm off and blushes when he sees you. He waves for you to follow as he passes. Why is he blushing? Is he crushing on me? Best to leave her alone when she's like this, he says. There are things I wish you knew, things I wish I could tell you, honestly. Avend looks pained. But his resolve returns and he walks away before saying another word. Clear away some ivy and inspect the stone. Known as the god of wise counsel and direction, Gader is accredited with all types of discoveries and good decisions. As you pull away large strands of ivy, Aleo reads aloud the tale inscribed. A young man came here 8 times in 8 days, seeking counsel on a matter of a young woman who had pricked his heart. On the 8th of these days, when the young man's voice had become hard with the weight of his unanswered prayers, Gader cried aloud, saying to him, "She is not at my stone, fool boy. She lives where you live, sleeps where you sleep. She cannot love a man who is not there." You think about the story and discover a small nook in the stone. Inside is a lock of red hair, tied with sewn cloth. Brenna's lock. The clansmen go about their rituals with the godstone and are soon ready to move out, but up ahead, others have decided to make camp. You stifle a yawn, but look forward to some rest. Might as well take a look at the new item, Brenna's lock. Where are you at? Nope. Palad's Rebirth, Brenna's lock. +1 to all talent ranks, +2 will, +1 will on rest. Don't really rest very often, so probably won't use that part a lot, but 2 will is good, and +1 to all talents is interesting. Definitely want to upgrade Alette so she can use this, though, the Tool of Skinlings. Bonus range, bonus to break talents, that could be really good. Strength attack, break, +3 to all talent ranks. There's some good freaking items. I guess that's the real reason to level people up to 10 is not for their talent ranks, but just so they can use crazy items. Then, of course, I have to worry about whether or not I'm wasting... At that point, I have to worry about whether or not I should keep them out of the party because they're so powerful, they're eating up all the kills. Which is always something I kind of... I don't know. That's a thing in this game, it's a thing in, like, Pokemon, I want to say, and it's a thing in XCOM, where the people you use to get the kills often matter more than I kind of wish they should, especially in games like this game and XCOM, where some characters have more support roles, where it kind of doesn't make sense for them to get kills, but if they don't get kills, then they don't matter, almost. And Alette probably has enough kills to hit max level already, so every kill I get with her is probably wasted in some capacity where other people don't get it or something. But also, I want her to get kills. Anyway, what's her current item? I don't remember. +2 to break talents, +2 range distance, +2 armor. She has bonus armor, but she doesn't have that crazy crit chance. So if I do this change, she'll be reducing her... She'll lose 1 distance, but I feel like it could be worth it for that ridiculous crit chance. So I think I'm going to go for it. Let's go ahead and level her up. Here we go. Let's look into... So... Resist armor damage... break armor. Chance of causing puncture, chance of avoiding armor attack. Let's see, bonus chance of puncture seems like a good thing. But also, a crit chance would be good. Yeah. I think I want to go for crit, honestly. The first point's worth more, though, because the first point is a 10% bonus. where the next one's a 5% bonus. It's probably good to start there. Ooh! A chance of defying a killing blow, starting at 30%, is not terrible either. Willpower regen. Avoid strength attack, but only 5%. Bonus hit chance. I'm gonna go for lucky shot for that bonus hit chance, actually. There we go, so confirm. So with that bonus hit chance, so I give her, 10% crit, 30% bonus hit. That means her attacks have a 10% chance of critting, and then her she has a 30% chance of bonus hit against those enemies that can evade you because of their armor, which means that she has a much higher chance of hitting just all the time, really. And yep, she does have the kills to get level 10 already. She's 2 above them already. So not a huge spillover, but it's there. Let's give her that new item. Especially since that means that she's using one of the really high level items, which allows her to that enables the ability for her other characters to pick up the other items, basically. Whatever she was using previously is more likely to be usable by somebody else. Anyway. Item rank? Yep, item rank +2. So does that... I wonder if you have to put 1 point into it first, or if it already counts as +2 right now. It says rank +2, which makes me think that I have a 15% chance of puncture and 10% chance of avoiding armor attack. But I don't know for sure. Either way, I'm mostly excited about the 30% crit. Added, and if that's additive, that means I must have like a 40% crit, which means, well, that's scary. Oh, we did take an injury. Whoops. I forgot Eric even went down. Probably because the bear was still there. Feel better a little bit? Yeah. Right, you have to rest anyway. Before you settle down to rest, Avon beckons to you. Have you memorized the basic threads of mending yet? I think so. It's hard to find enough time to practice, though. It feels like someone's always needs something. Are you going to show me more? Part of weaving is knowing what pattern you're looking to create before you ever begin. Right. So, I want to mend a wound like you did with Ivor's arm. The mender smiles. And I want to use your bow to fire an arrow through a line of enemies. Yeah, but that took me years to... Oh, I get it. We'll start small. I'll show you a pattern so tiny, it will feel like you're doing nothing. But it's the foundation of a great many woven spells. Avon's instructions are easy to follow, but tough to repeat accurately more than twice in a row. You're getting it. You just need to relax, and... A violent rumble on the ground silences him. His face grows concerned. Juno! He bolts through the shaking woods faster than you imagined he could move.
Amen. Run.
Whenever there's voice acting, I find myself wishing the whole game had voice acting. I've been here before, but not like this. Se kit resta. In ancient tongue, I know the language. How is it you remain alive while inside me? I'm no longer sure I can die. Troublesome. Seriously, there's such a color to the voice acting. It just seems like it'd really impact the experience in a cool way if it was there more than 10 seconds at a time. You've been hunting me. Such arrogance. I consume what parts of this world I can, but your use of a power that is rightfully mine is no longer tolerable. So you swallowed me. You repelled my attacks, but managed to die in your own ways. Yet you maintain a grip on my power. Absorbing you as a meal makes sense. Everything shakes violently. Have I become so pathetic I cannot even consume you? Perhaps we want the same thing. Your schemes are insignificant. Would you humor a gnat's requests? Besides, if you truly desire the same as me, release your grip on that which currently sustains you. And allow you to destroy all that lives. To what end? To the end. Just as this world started, so must it cease. All things have an end. And so must you. The others with me will find a way to stop you. The space shudders again. The others? Could they be your end as well? But you can control them all. You blink, and the serpent catches your hesitation. So, there is one you cannot control. He would be my salvation, but... Another shudder. I felt it too. We are both dying. No satisfaction in mutual destruction. Impatience has undone me, and frustration to learn a solution too late. The space shakes horribly one last time. Vnek de sim yokul. The serpent hisses just before a flashing light. A terrible pain rips through you both. The two of you shriek simultaneously and your vision dims. What happened? Hush, Juno, you're safe now. I'll always keep you safe. Avon, how did you do this? Save your questions. We should get away from here. Did Avon just kill the serpent? That's a giant serpent corpse, and we're just walking away now. Moving on. There goes that whole plotline, apparently. Is he just dead? What in the world? Oh, never mind. That's just a big hole. Several humans and a few Varl wander out of the old woods to rejoin. Almost all look dazed, moving by rote rather than purpose. Not much different than you and the scant few left of the caravan. Ivor pulls you aside. Oh, wow. They're right, scant few left of the caravan. Look how few people I have all of a sudden. I went from having like 600 people to having like 300. Interestingly, last time I played this before the lightning strike took out my entire recording, which was fitting because the lightning strike happened around the time the lightning strike happened around the time the serpent arrived, so it was really creepy how that happened. But everything from this point on I haven't seen yet, or even how that cutscene ended I hadn't seen yet. But last time I played the forest area, a cragsman force that learned to respect us actually showed up and added like 200 fighters to our force. I wonder if they would have all died too. Or if they can somehow show up later, since it's random, perhaps. I don't know. Ivor pulls you aside. Oh, 43 clansmen. This is the weakest I've ever felt, Alette. We've lost so many. I feel the same way. I couldn't do a damn thing to help. You have never seen the Varl like this. We all scattered like roaches. I don't know if all the ones missing are dead or just lost. I couldn't tell you if we were chasing that serpent or trying to get away from it. And the way Avon threw lightning at it... I've never seen anything like that, and I've lived a long damn time. He must have wounded that thing 100 times before it stopped. That then blasted open its side to save her. I can't tell if you like what he did or not. What's me liking it or not have to do with anything? He did what he did because he had to. You and me have been in the same situation before and would have probably done something similar. You both look towards Juno and Avond. With the little I've learned about spell weaving, I don't think he's an ordinary mender. And if Valka being swallowed by a serpent and cut out with lightning? It sounds like one of Aleo's tales. How did she live through that? I don't know how any of us... He looks around. I guess not many of us did live through that. The silence that follows becomes an unavoidable presence. Oh, there we go. We've increased in number as more clansmen showed up. I guess we just have to hope more people arrive, because we are low. Low. Even our supplies are low. Even though we've lost half our group, we only have 15 days of supplies, so if we lost half our group, I suppose our supplies must have been reduced to 1/4, because we have half the days we had before, if I remember correctly. When Juno stands from the cart carrying her, the clansmen recall old prayers or pull their children behind them. She takes in their frightened stares with grace, but beckons to Avon to join her away from the caravan. The two mentors are given privacy, but out of fear more than respect. Ivor shakes his horned head. I'm not sure where all this is leading, but those clansmen, what's left of them, aren't doing so good. So I can just say everyone's going to be fine. I can try to calm down the bigger families. I can try to train more fighters, but which wouldn't be horrible because the fighters are outnumbered right now by the clansmen. Or we won't get any answers till Juno's ready to talk. I'm just going to try to calm people down to help with morale if I can. While you're doing that, Ivor says, I'll see what I can find out from the menders. You find a few family leaders and do your best to assure them that things will calm down. Waterfalls, smashed towns, horseborn, and giant snakes, one father says. You got no clue what's coming. Others shout their agreements, but he calls for them to be quiet. Neither do any of us, and that's the truth. So we stick to your banner. The others lose the fight in their eyes and nod. That's the truth at the end of it. They're not going to be any better off on their own than with us. It's not like we can't even guarantee these things are coming after the party. Well, yeah, some of these things are specifically coming after the party.
There are signs of recent fighting all around Fiskevik. But it might provide a meeting ground for all who scattered when the Serpent struck.
Yeah, I guess you could say, yeah, they're probably... I was saying that, but I guess they'd probably be safer without us. Because a lot of the things that are attacking this caravan are specifically hunting this caravan. Between pissing off the graves, or having someone that a serpent's repeatedly hunting, and when we had a caravan that was being chased by dredge. Oh, that's why we're not seeing so many dredge anymore. Besides that one random group we encountered was because the dredge were chasing the caravan. The carriage that we no longer have in our group. Days have passed since Avon pulled Juno from the Serpent. Though the menders are mostly back to their normal selves, the clansmen continue to keep their distance. I'm worried about all the people we're missing. Scattering like that in the old wood. I feel guilty. You can't prepare for a giant snake busting up your camp. But these people depend on me. I gave them my oath we would get to arberrang. Then keep going. From the moment you left Skoger, you knew everyone wouldn't make it, but the rest of you can. Besides, what else can you do? You'll stay alive, and as long as you do, these people are going to follow you. You keep saying you instead of we. Are you trying to tell me something? The giant Varl sighs. Juno and Avon. They want me to join them. What? Join them where? They haven't filled me in on most of the plans, but they said I'm needed, and that they're leaving the caravan. Leaving? All three of you. All three of us. Why would you do this to me? Why now? Look at what's left of this caravan. I've seen who is left, a bunch of humans and Varl who depend on you and Hakon, not me. But I would have never made it this far without you. Then I've done my job. This isn't easy, but don't make it harder than it has to be. Before you can respond, Juno and Avon arrive. Her hollow appearance catches you off guard. Ivor told you of our plans. What he could. What's this all about? We are no longer good for the caravan. Our presence not only scares the clansmen, but puts them in real danger. Beyond that, the Serpent's attack has clarified our need to move quickly, something we cannot do with all of you. Is she looking older than before? Did she have the lines below her eyes previously? And did she have gray streaks? I'm looking for details that make her look old just because, obviously, Avon's looking older, but I don't know if I'm just imagining things or not. But this caravan needs the three of you. I need you to help these people to get to arberrang. That's not entirely true. We've been working on something Juno learned about at Gader's stone. That's right, lend me your map. Confused, you hand your map to the Valka. She and Avon hold it at the corners while tracing patterns with spear and staff. The map glows faintly, and loose threads from her cloak and his tunic snake through the aged material. The image pulses, it looks alive. Well, that's some darkness. So is that the wave of the darkness that's consuming everything? The Vetir Sea, there's just a horrible exploding pattern up here next to Valko Cool or something like that. So we start here in Skoger. There's Grofheim, which is obliterated. It makes sense that they would have been one of the first things attacked because it's right over there. And we started this episode of the game. Was it Grindlund? Sigerholm? Ormsdal. It was Ormsdaler, right? Yeah. No, that's the giant rift. I'm actually losing track of where some of these locations are now. Anyway, right on our trail, there's just destroyed stuff everywhere. There's giant ravines everywhere. Everything's a mess, but we're right next to arberrang. The question is what the point is of getting there when half the continent's already gone, apparently, consumed by the darkness we're fleeing? It is fresh on our trail. Anyone who didn't come with us is just going to die, really. Well, things have thoroughly escalated. I can't even click on anything up here. It's just all a purple mess with no clickable spots. So we're here at Skivik? Oh, Fishskivik. We can't see the rest of it past the icon. With Omgudsdaler growing rapidly, many of the fishermen elected to move their business to the other side of the bay. It was both a success, in that they found untapped potential here for fishing, and a failure, in that within a couple of years it became just as overrun as the town that they were trying to escape. We're in the Fishka Bay. The ocean currents that sweep southward past arberrang pull fish into Fishka Bay on a regular basis, making it an extraordinarily valuable resource for fishing communities that have sprung up on every side of the bay. Though there are often rivalries between the towns, so far the fish population has held out. I wonder if the rivalries are going to pop up in the story at some point, because it would be really hilarious and totally out of place to even try to care about a rivalry like that when this nonsense is happening. The gods may be dead, but a few of their secrets remain. I've spoken about a darkness enshrouding the land, and now you bear witness to it on your map. The sky will soon reflect the truth shown here. Even the chasms opening across the land are displayed, but your path to arberrang is clear. Speed will be your ally now. With so few, you should be able to outpace whatever comes your way. Is there supposed to be new dialogue here? Alright, that was weird. I still don't understand why you need Ivor. A one-armed Varl brings good luck. You shake your head, but refuse to look at the Varl. Ivor's strength and resolve will be necessary for us in the days ahead. It's the same resolve you use daily, and you will have Hakon and the remaining Varl with you for strength. But Ivor's my friend. Ivor exhales loudly, like he was releasing a breath he held in for ages. In all my years, you and your father are the only two I could call friends. I doubt that will change even if I live another century or two. And it sure won't change with distance, understand? No words come to mind, you simply nod. You and the rest of the caravan are needed in arberrang. What will assault you there will require every bit of your wits and strength to survive. And even then, you will perish if we do not succeed. How will I know if you succeeded? You'll know because you'll still be alive. You must get to the capital. You must stay alive. No matter what occurs, hold out as long as you can. Hold out until the darkness breaks. Silence follows her words. You keep saying a darkness, but what is it? Juno stares at you. Your concern about the darkness starts to fade until Avon touches her shoulder. The darkness is a mistake. A part of this world never meant for you or us or anyone alive today. Then why is it here? Because Avon, that's enough. The Valka looks at you for a moment. Her hard-eyed expression cracks. We're trying to do what we have to. You notice her spear moving ever so slightly before your mind moves to other things. Wow. So now I've got questions again. We did suggest that Avon is somehow more powerful or different than other people. I'm wondering now if Juno did die when we first found her, and if Avon's sheer force of will has basically brought her back to life, and is the reason why she keeps not dying, and why he's somehow able to defeat a serpent, and why the serpent's so confounded by the entire situation. Like, I wonder if he's so powerful his sheer force of will causes things, and maybe he's accidentally ending the world. What can I expect in arberrang? I wish I could promise you nothing but safety, but arberrang will be a refuge for so many. Clans will vie for power the way they always do, even in the face of destruction. Remember, you are a Sunderslayer. Your reputation will help you a great deal. That doesn't really put me at ease. Just use what you've learned on this journey and keep the others alive. And then all that's left to do is prepare to leave, as we lose Ivor and both of our menders. Sure. Not feeling vulnerable at all. Good thing Hakon's around, I guess. I should get the clan ready to head up the coast in West arberrang. If you were anyone else, I'd stick around to help. But there's no one alive better suited to take care of these folks. You look at the giant Varl who has been with you through so much. Till we see each other again, then? In some form or another, I imagine. The two of you smile. Before I go, I think it's time you became a let again. Your hood might serve you in a fight, but otherwise pull it down. These people deserve to look their leader in the eye. Thank you, Ivor. You're probably right. Alette, I'm so proud of you. There are hidden patterns in your bow, which will only become clear with practice. Take care. You as well, Avon. So the implication there is I must have some... I guess she's going to have access to some kind of unique bow/mending abilities that'll be completely different from anyone else that I've had so far, really. Ivor and Avon find a small fishing skiff. The once clear water in the Fishka Bay is turning green and foul as the Varl hauls the vessel towards the receding tide. I'm sorry for the hardship that has become your life. Though it probably means little to hear it from me, you've done great work in making it this far. Continue to push for the capital. With luck, my small force will face and defeat the darkness before it reaches you. I hope our efforts will not be in vain. Then I hope luck is with you as well. Take care of Ivor. The Valka gives you a small smile before following the other two. You turn to the caravan. Everyone on your feet. We're pushing to arberrang. Well, this is sad. We're losing characters that are really important to the party and to the story.